Welcome to Hazel's Heroes for January 1990. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program jointly sponsored by the Hazel Park Schools and the Hazel Park Lions Club to recognize outstanding elementary students. We have a number of elementary students who have been doing this program for some 5, 6 years, and we just keep finding student after student after student at the elementary level doing really good things. This group starts with Clark School, right?
Yep.
You're from Clark?
Yep.
How long are you going to Clark School?
Since preschool.
Since preschool. And what grade are you in now?
5th.
5th grade. And what's your name?
Dennis Nichols.
Dennis Nichols. So you're 5th grader at Clark School, and who's your teacher?
Miss Ratliff.
Who?
Miss Ratliff.
Mrs. Ratliff, right? Okay. And what kind of things you do at Clark School in the 5th grade?
Work.
Well, how do you start your day? What do you do when you get there?
Take attendance and lunch.
Okay, so you take care of all that. And you have some kind of classes that you have on a regular basis, right?
Right.
What kind of subjects do you have?
Math, spelling, English, social studies, science, spelling.
Do you have a favorite class?
Art.
Art? Who's your art teacher?
Miss Evanowski.
And how often do you have art?
Every Wednesday
Okay. For how long?
for a half hour.
Okay. What kind of things do you do in art?
Like pictures, draw.
Now, they let you do lots of different kind of experiences, don't they,
Mhm.
in art class? And why are you a Hazel Hero?
For subbing for some girl that was absent so long, and for my sense of humor.
Okay, you were substituting for a girl. Where were you substituting?
Preschoolers.
And what were you doing?
Helping the teacher put their jackets on, zip them up, put their hoods on.
Okay, and that's quite a job with those wiggly little kids, isn't it? Okay, and then I know that I read on the information I got about you that you also were famous at Clark School for your wisecracks, your sense of humor.
Yeah,
Okay, and where do you practice all that?
I don't.
It just comes up naturally, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, you keep up the good work. Thanks for your help in the preschool class, and I'm sure that that the teacher in the preschool appreciates that kind of help too. And were you on the safety patrol? Is that why you were working there?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's another guy's on the safety patrol, right?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Brian Watson,
And how old are you, Brian?
12,
And what grade does that make you?
6th grade,
Who's your teacher?
Miss Kenyon.
Do you have a favorite thing you do in the 6th grade?
No, not really.
You like everything?
No.
Then you have some things that you like better than others, right?
Yeah.
What do you do in 6th grade that you like better than the other things?
I don't know, really.
Do you like gym best?
Yeah, probably.
Lots of students that come on here seem to like gym the best. How often do you have gym in your school?
Every Tuesday,
Every Tuesday. And who's the teacher of gym?
Mr. Measuring.
Do you go down to the gym with the teacher at other times?
Yes, we go. The whole class goes at the same time.
Okay. And I understand you also are on the basketball team?
Yes,
What position do you play in basketball?
center.
Center. How tall are you?
5'5",
5'5"?
5'4".
Okay. So you're pretty tall, right?
Yeah.
And has your season started over at Clark School?
We have practices and all that, but we haven't had a game yet.
Are you guys going to be pretty good?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who are some of the other members on your team?
Greg Richardson, Ian Thompson, Clint Harper, Robert Gilbert, Tim Matioski, Chris Gorial.
Okay.
Probably most.
Okay. So you're going to be a pretty decent team.
Yep.
Now, when you play, who do you play against?
Play against Hoover, Longfellow, Edison, United Oaks, and
Ford?
Yeah, Ford.
Okay. Have you played basketball before?
Yes, this is my 3rd year.
Oh, wow. Okay. And why are you Hazel Hero?
Being on a safety patrol and helping Mr. Cox in a lunchroom.
What do you do with Mr. Cox? Mr. Cox is the
The
custodian in
custodian.
your building, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you do with Mr.
I
Cox?
help him take down the tables at lunchtime. Then I take out the trays at when everybody's done eating.
You're almost as tall as Mr. Cox, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really are. What do you do on the safety patrol?
Cross kids.
Whereabouts?
Huh?
Whereabouts? Where's your post?
Oh, on Chestnut and Pilgrim.
All right, that's a really busy street, right?
Yeah.
It has lots of fast-moving cars.
Yeah.
And what happens when kids don't do what you tell them to do?
We give them a warning, and they don't keep on doing that. We probably take them Miss Kenyon.
Mrs. Kenyon is in
Yeah.
charge of safety patrol,
Yes.
and then she talks to their teachers or talks to their parents or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Oh.
Gives them censuses or something.
All right. Good luck in basketball.
Thanks.
Okay. And what's your name?
Trevor.
And your last name, Trevor.
DeJard.
And how old are you, Trevor?
10.
And you go to Hoover School, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're in Mrs. Chauvelin's class.
Yes.
And what kind of things do you like to do in Mrs. Chauvelin's class?
Read.
Read? That's your very favorite thing to do? Okay. And how long have you gone to Hoover?
About a year.
About a year. Where'd you go before you went to Hoover?
Webster.
Webster? And which place do you like the best right now?
Hoover.
You like Hoover? Okay. A lot more fun over there? And you've from what Mrs. Chauvelin wrote in her write-up, you're doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
And she said that you're in phase 3. Can you tell us the different phases that Mrs. Chauvelin has in her class?
Well, actually, I'm in phase 2.
Okay.
She has phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
Okay. Now, what is in phase 1? What do you have to do to get through phase 1?
Well, you have to do your work and raise your hand before getting out of your seat and do what the teachers tell you, and you'll get through.
Okay.
And you'll get good grades.
All right. Now, what is phase 2? What do you have to do to move on to phase 2?
Well, you have to get like 80s on your 100 on your spelling test and get good grades, and you have to bring your homework in, and you're supposed to, if you want, help out with the janitor and that.
Okay, with Mr. Gauze, who is the custodian over there, right? Okay, and you're moving along really quickly, and Mrs. Chauvelin's real proud of your adjustment. And as you move through those phases, if you get through all the phases, then you can be assigned to another class. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously you're moving along really well, and you should be rewarded for that. So thanks for a good job. Keep up the good work. Okay? Okay. Then we have last person from Hoover School,
Jacob
Jacob. And your last name, Jacob?
Chapman.
Chapman. And Jacob was at a very special meeting last night, right?
Yeah.
Last night at Beecher Junior High School was the what they call the MEEP Award, right?
Mhm.
And we had some 400 or 500 parents there, parents and kids, or students there last night. And to qualify for that, what did you have to do, Jacob?
You had to score 100% on one of the parts in the meat test.
Okay. Are you 4th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. In the 4th grade, you had to score 100% in the math,
Mhm.
and had to get over 300 points in reading, right?
Yeah.
And which is almost 100%. So it means that you scored 100% on the state-generated tests, because they test all the 4th grade students in Hazel Park, and you were one of those that qualified. And as a result of that, you got a certificate last night.
Yeah.
And a medal from
Yeah.
Mr. Bletcher, I believe it was. And your mom, your parents were there,
Yes.
and there were a bunch of people there, right? And they had cookies and all that kind of stuff after, right?
Yeah.
Nice program.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
What you going to do with your certificate?
I don't know, probably put it in my scrapbook.
Put it in your scrapbook. Good idea. Okay. And who's your teacher?
Miss Morrison,
Mrs. Morrison, right. Okay. And why are you a Hazel hero?
because I got
straight A's on my report card, and I got 100% on my math meet test
Okay.
on a math part.
You get straight A's? How long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
5 years, I think.
5 years? Okay, so you've never gone to school anyplace else. Okay. And have you always gotten all A's?
No.
No. This is the first year?
No, I got them in second a few times, and I think in third.
Okay. Are you going to get all A's the second marking period?
I don't know.
Did you try?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have homework?
sometimes.
How much time do you spend at homework, like a week, do you think?
A week? I don't know, maybe about 2 hours.
Okay, so you have homework fairly frequently, and it doesn't take you long to complete it, but you do have to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. And I guess one of the lessons you learn is that even though he obviously can do academic work, he does take it home and get it done, so the extra effort really does help. Thanks for coming. All right, the next group of heroes come from Edison School and from Ford School. And I'm going to start over here with Sam. Okay, Sam? How you doing?
Fine.
And what's your last name, Sam?
Lamb.
Sam Lamb. And how old are you?
6.
6 years old? How you like school?
Good.
What you like best in school, Sam?
Library.
Library? What do you do in the library?
We go check out books, and if you haven't brought your other book back, you can't get another book.
Oh, wow. So how many books can you take out at one time?
1.
Just one book?
Mhm.
And what do you do? You take that book home?
Yeah, and you have to bring it back whatever day you want to, except before library.
Okay, so you have to bring it back before library day. Otherwise, you can't take another one, right?
Mhm.
Do you always remember to bring your books back?
Yeah.
Okay. I also heard or understand that you like basketball.
Mhm.
What kind of basketball do you like?
I play at the boys' club on a team.
You do?
Where the Bulls we lost 3 games,
You lost 3 games so far?
and we only won 1.
But are you having fun and are you learning something about basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you get all the way over to the boys' club?
From my dad.
Your dad drives you over?
Mhm.
How many days a week you go over there, Sam?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know, but you go over there
Mhm.
and you like it, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that in Royal Oak?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not too far from your house either, is it? If you go to Edison School, right?
Uh-uh.
I hear also that you have a mud puppy.
Yep.
You do?
Mhm.
What's a mud puppy?
It's a little thing that swims in the water.
Okay, and where do you have this mud puppy?
In my class.
You gave it to Mrs. Stern
Uh-huh.
to have in her class all year?
Uh-huh.
What does he do?
He dances around sometimes in the pink.
Does he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's quite a deal, huh?
And he also eats goldfish and these little worms.
He eats goldfish?
Mhm.
Do you have goldfish in the water where he is?
Yeah.
You do?
Mhm.
And he eats them for his food, huh?
Mhm.
And worms?
Yeah.
Where do you get those?
From a store.
Oh, you have to buy them at the store. You have to have special worms.
Uh-huh.
And I understand that your dad comes to school sometimes too, right?
Yeah, he works up at the computer lab.
He works in the computer lab. You have a computer lab at Edison School, right?
Uh-huh.
How many computers they have in there?
Like 7 or 8.
Okay, they have a lot of them, right?
Mhm.
How come your dad knows so much about computers?
I don't know.
You don't know, huh? Okay, we're glad to have you here, Sam. Sam does lots of stuff. Keeps busy. Doing well in school, I understand, Mrs. Stern said. It's first grade, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not in first grade, are you?
Nope.
Oh, you can be in first grade. What's your name?
Billy
Last name, Billy.
Foskett,
And how old are you?
11.
11. What grade does that make you?
6th.
6th grade? And who's your teacher?
Mr. Wade.
Okay. And did you go camping last year?
Yeah.
And who took you guys camping?
Mr. Wade and Mrs. Papa Giorgio.
Okay. What happens during the camping experience? I think I always ask people who are in Mr. Wade's class that.
Well, you go camping for 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
and you cook stuff, and you do archery and all these fun things.
Mm-hmm. What do you sleep in a tent?
Yeah.
You do? In a sleeping bag of some kind?
Yeah.
So when do you do this? In the spring or
In the spring.
Okay, just right after school starts?
Mm-hmm. We did it on May 1st.
May 1st, so just before school ends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what are you doing in Mr. Wade's class now?
Well, when I left, we were doing math.
Were you glad to leave?
Yeah.
Math isn't your favorite subject?
No.
Okay. What kind of things do they do in math?
Well, right now we're working on division, long division.
That's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Know all your multiplication tables?
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it easier if you know them all, right?
Yeah.
All right. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Probably mostly for my grades and being on the safety patrol.
What? You're on the safety patrol?
Yeah.
Who is in charge of safety patrol?
Mr. Wade.
Mr. Wade is, so he's the big boss.
Mm-hmm.
Both places, right? And where's your post?
On the corner of Chester and Shevlin.
That's a pretty busy place, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got 3 streets that come in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard place. And you do the same as the other boy that we talked about? When
Yeah.
kids don't behave, you report them to Mr. Wade, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of grades are you getting?
A's and B's.
A's and B's. And do you have homework?
Yeah.
How many nights, or how long do you spend doing homework?
Maybe a couple hours.
A couple hours a week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When do you do it? When you first get home?
Sometimes.
Or later when it gets dark?
After dinner.
It gets dark real early now, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so my little boy does homework after dark because he likes to be outside when he gets home, right?
Yeah.
Do you go outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep up the good work. Keep up those good grades. And appreciate your help on the safety patrol. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Kendra.
And your last name?
Esther.
How are you?
Good.
Having a good time?
Hmm.
This is really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what school do you go to?
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford. How are things down at Henry Ford School?
Good.
You had a new secretary down there last year, right?
Mhm.
Mrs. Schultz? You know Mrs. Schultz?
Mhm.
And who's the principal down there?
Mr. Mayo.
Do you ever have to go see him?
Only when I gave him a present.
Do you give him presents, Mr. Mayo?
Mhm.
Why do you give him presents?
He's a nice principal.
Well, Mr. Mayo is?
Mhm.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that. And who's your teacher?
Miss Shields.
And what kind of things are you doing in Mrs. Shields' class?
Well, we have spelling and math.
Mhm.
We do that in the morning, and then sometimes she reads us a story. And in the afternoon, first we have handwriting, and then sometimes we do English.
What's your very favorite thing to do in school?
Help Miss Shields.
Help Miss Shields. How do you help her? It's probably why you're a Hazel hero, right?
Yeah, because I take things to Mr. Mayo, and I tell
Your
the teachers.
presents, right? Take presents to Mr. Mayo? Okay.
And I take students when they're being bad to other teachers.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
They have that program when students are not well behaved in the class, and they go to another class and kind of cool off a little bit and then come back, right?
Mhm. After they get done with their work.
Yeah, they have an assignment to do, and it's kind of like just assigning them to another class for a short period of time. Sometimes that really helps, right?
Yep.
And they need someone to escort them, and that must mean that you help them get there, right?
Mhm.
And be sure that they get there safely.
Yeah.
How do you get your work done if you're doing all that?
Well, I usually don't get it all done.
You don't? And what do you do?
When I get home, sometimes I don't do my homework right away, but sometimes I do it late at night.
So you have homework at night?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much time do you spend doing homework?
I don't know.
Okay. Sam told me that they have a computer lab at Edison School. Do you have a computer lab at school?
Yes, but we haven't started using it.
Your grade hasn't started using it.
Our class.
Okay, some some classes already have, right?
Yeah.
Some of the older classes, probably. I don't think I asked you what grade you're in.
I'm in 3rd grade.
3rd grade, okay. So, how many computers do you have over there?
A lot, like 22 or something like
Oh, so you got a lot of them, huh?
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you like Ford School, right?
Yeah.
You look really nice today, all dressed up.
Thank you.
Spiffy. Hi. What's your name?
Seeing
See? And how old are you, See?
9
And how long have you gone to Ford School?
in kindergarten.
You started in kindergarten? And you're in what grade now?
3rd,
You're in the 3rd grade? And who's your teacher?
Miss Shields.
So you're in the same class as Kendra, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Are you guys friends?
yeah.
Oh, so you've been friends for a little while? And what do you like best about Mrs. Shields' class?
Helping her out.
Helping her out? Well, how do you help her out? What do you do?
I send messages to other teachers and the principal.
Okay. So you get a chance to get out of the class and take some messages. What about your work? When do you get your work done?
Sometimes I don't.
And then when you don't get it done, you take it home, right?
Yeah,
And that's called homework, right?
yeah,
Do you always get your homework done?
yeah.
Okay. Do you do phonics in your class?
No,
You've already gone through phonics.
no.
How do you figure out words to read
Spelling.
in spelling? How many spelling words do you have each week?
I don't know.
I mean, do you have 10 words that you have to know, or 20 words, 25,
30 or something.
30? That's a lot of words. And you take them home to study?
Yeah,
It's really nice that you guys are helpful to Mrs. Shields, but the most important thing is that even though you're helpful to Mrs. Shields, you need to get your work done, right?
yeah.
And you're able to do that, and we appreciate that. Thanks. Our next group of heroes all come from the same school, right? You guys come from Longfellow School, and I think maybe I'll talk to this young lady right here first. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer? And how old are you, Jennifer?
11.
And what grade?
5th.
5th grade. Longfellow School. How long have you gone to Longfellow School?
Since 1st grade.
Okay. Where'd you go for kindergarten?
Hoover.
To Hoover School? And you
Mhm.
moved to Longfellow School area?
Mm-hmm.
And who was your teacher?
Mr. Hanson.
Mr. Hanson. And he's kind of new to Longfellow School. He transferred from Ford School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what kind of things are you doing in Mr. Hanson's class?
Math. Writing. Social studies. Spelling. English. And reading.
Okay. You mentioned writing. What kind of writing are you doing as a 5th grader?
Handwriting.
Handwriting you do every day?
Mm-hmm.
And how do they teach you to handwrite so that your handwriting can be read?
He gives us sheets
Mhm.
of different letters, and we copy them.
Okay, and it has arrows on it. It tells you how to make the letter right and things like that, right? So when you follow that, when you get done, you're supposed to be able to write the right way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what's your very favorite thing to do in this class?
Go to Learning Center.
Okay, and you go to the Learning Center, and who's the teacher at Learning Center?
Miss Blaine.
And how much time do you go to Learning Center?
For about a half hour to 45 minutes.
And what do you do there?
Math and reading. That's it.
Okay, so our learning centers are set up in most of our schools so that students can go for extra help in reading and math.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a half hour for reading and a half hour for math every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can go down there, and Mrs. Blaine, who's a special kind of teacher, helps write the programs that you guys follow, and you do that, and they have people down there to give you some individual help, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we find that a lot of our students make make significant progress. They make over a year's progress. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. They make over a year's progress by going to the Learning Center, meaning that you make just 1 year's progress at 4th grade level. You might go from into the 5th grade level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I went to a meeting at Beecher and helped out with our Learning Center teachers to demonstrate some games.
Okay, the Learning Center not only has academic materials that you do, but they also have games that you play, and while you're playing these games, you kind of learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And last month, Longfellow you were supposed to be here last month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your partner was Nicole Phillips,
Mm-hmm.
who you guys went to Beecher Junior High School and demonstrated a game for a number of different adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they could come and watch, and maybe that they could adapt it or use it for their own kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it took a lot of guts, didn't it? To have those people looking at you and still do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of scary. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks a lot. And I know that Mrs. Blaine
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Kumpela
Mm-hmm.
and the big guy, Mr. Black, and I'm
Mhm.
sure he was real proud of the help that you gave. And we have two other girls here who also did the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You guys went to Beecher Junior High,
Yes.
and what's your name?
Beth Ann Ray,
And what grade?
4th,
And who's your teacher?
Miss Marshak.
Ann. She's not your teacher now, is she?
No, Miss Green is.
Yeah, Mrs. Marsack just had a baby, right?
Yes.
But you wonder how I know that, right? And what's your name?
Lindsay,
Lindsay. And what's your last name, Lindsay?
Kearney.
Okay. And you guys did this project together, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened is that, what game did you guys do?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Do you remember the game?
Yeah, it was demonstrating the main idea.
The main idea. Tell me how the game worked.
Well, if you land on, like, a city or a state, you pick up a card and you say if they have, you read out the story and you answer a question. If you answer A, it might be right.
Okay. Whoop. Is that kind of how it works?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people came to watch you guys do your game?
Well, there was a lot of people, but there was only like a few coming to watch other people do
So
demonstrating the game.
Did it make you nervous?
No.
Just a little bit?
No.
It didn't? Okay, and because you knew how to play the game, right?
Right.
Did you know the answers?
Yes.
Very good. Did you practice the answers before you went?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell me something about yourself.
Well, I like to play basketball and kickball, and my favorite subject is math.
And you like to do what with math? Your favorite subject is math?
Yeah.
Ah. And what are you doing in math?
Well, we do multiplication, dividing.
Oh, wow. Do you know all your multiplication tables?
Yes.
Very good. How long did it take you to learn those?
Oh, about a month.
About a month? So they weren't very hard, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's your favorite subject, though, right?
Right.
And do you play on a basketball team?
No. My sister does.
What's your sister's name?
Andrea Ray.
And how old is she?
13.
And who does she play for?
She used to play for Longfellow.
Now where does she play?
She doesn't play anymore.
Is she going to play at Webb?
No.
She's not going to, huh? Well, that's too bad. Are you going to play for Longfellow when you get into the next grade?
Yes.
Okay. Can you shoot good?
Yeah.
And dribble?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And tell me about yourself.
Well, I like playing basketball with my brother, and we like playing kickball with his friends, and I like going ice skating
Ice skating. Whereabouts do you ice skate?
at Karen Park.
Okay. And playing basketball with your brother. Who's your brother?
Jason,
And how old is he?
he's 11 in 6th grade.
In 6th grade? Does he play on a team?
He was going to join this year, but he didn't want to.
Do you have a hoop at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Can you beat him?
No.
You can't beat him? Do You try to beat them?
Mhm.
Okay. And you play kickball also?
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite class in school?
Well, I like going to art and music.
Who's your art teacher?
Miss McMullen,
And who's your music teacher?
Mr. Dietrich.
And how often do you have art and music?
Art we have it on Thursdays, and music we have on Tuesdays.
For about how long?
About hour, but choir people go for extra hour.
Oh, they do? You're in a choir?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know they had a choir at Lonsdale. How many people are in the choir?
Probably about like 30, 40 people.
How'd you get in there?
By getting A's singing a pledge allegiance to the flag.
By getting A's and pledge allegiance to the flag. Okay, very good. Well, glad to have you guys from Longfellow School. Glad to have you helped us over at Beecher, okay? Thanks a lot. Our last group of heroes come from Roosevelt and from United Oaks, right? Did I get it right? Okay. When I was practicing, I missed both schools, didn't I? Huh? I missed them both, right?
Mhm.
What's your name?
Lindsay,
And how old are you, Lindsay?
7.
7? How you like being 7?
Mm,
You like it okay? If you could be any age that you wanted to be, how old would you be?
16.
16? Why would you be 16?
So I could have a horse.
You can have a horse?
I like horses.
You do?
Mhm.
Why do you like horses?
'Cause they're nice.
Have you ever been up close to a horse? Have you?
Mhm.
Whereabouts?
Mm.
Where were you when you saw this horse?
I was at a farm.
You went to a farm,
Mhm.
and you think that you would like to be around horses?
Mhm.
They're big, aren't they? You ever think a horse is so big? Huh?
Mm.
They really are, aren't they? What's your last name, Lindsay?
Bailey,
And how old are you?
you just asked that.
I forgot. You're 6?
7.
7. What grade?
2nd,
2nd? Who's your teacher?
Miss Clander.
And how you like being in 2nd grade?
Fine.
Fine?
Mhm.
What are you doing in 2nd grade?
Math. Math. Phonics.
Can you tell me what phonics is?
It's stuff where you have to fill in. You have to finish the sentence.
Okay. And you find out how words sound, right?
Mhm.
Where did you get the bracelet?
My mom found it.
You found it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I got one almost like it. My little boy gave it to me. Isn't that something? You like it? I
Yeah.
like yours, too. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm on the honor roll.
You're on the honor roll.
I share my ideas,
Let me share your ideas.
and I get A's and A pluses.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I understand that when you decide that you're going to do something, when you have a task or an assignment to do, you don't stop. You get it done, right? You
Mhm.
work as hard as you can so you can get it done all the time. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. We like people like you.
Mhm.
And how do you get on the honor roll?
I finish my work.
You finish your work? Okay. Very good. You keep finishing your work, keep working hard, and be careful of those horses, okay? All right. Would you like to ride one?
I already did.
You did ride a horse?
To sing.
Interesting. I missed both schools, didn't I?
Mm.
Huh? I missed them both, right?
Mhm.
What's your name?
Lindsay,
And how old are you, Lindsay?
7.
7? How you like being 7?
Mm.
You like it okay? If you could be any age that you wanted to be, how old would you be?
16.
16? Why would you be 16?
So I could have a horse.
You can have a horse? You
I like horses.
You do?
Mhm.
Why do you like horses?
'Cause they're nice.
Have you ever been up close to a horse? Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts? Where were you when you saw this horse?
I was at a farm.
You went to a farm,
Mm-hmm.
and you think that you would like to be around horses?
Mm-hmm.
They're big, aren't they? You ever think a horse is so big? Huh?
Mm.
They really are, aren't they? What's your last name, Lindsay?
Bailey,
And how old are you?
you just asked that.
I forgot.
Hmm.
You're 6?
7.
7. What grade?
Second,
Second? Who's your teacher?
Miss Clander.
And how you like being in 2nd grade?
Fine.
Fine?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in 2nd grade?
Math. Math. Phonics.
Can you tell me what phonics is?
It's stuff where you have to fill in. You have to finish the sentence.
Okay. And you find out how words sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get the bracelet?
My mom found it.
You found it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one almost like it. My little boy gave it to me. Isn't that something? You like it?
Yeah.
I like yours, too. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm on the honor roll.
You're on the honor roll.
I share my ideas,
Let me share your ideas.
and I got A's and A's and A pluses.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that when you decide that you're going to do something, when you have a task or an assignment to do, you don't stop. You get it done, right?
Mm-hmm.
You work as hard as you can so you can get it done all the time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We like people like you.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you get on the honor roll?
I finished my work.
Finish your work? Okay. Very good. You keep finishing your work, keep working hard, and be careful of those horses, okay? All right. Would you like to ride one?
I already did.
You did ride a horse?
Mm-hmm.
When did you ride a horse? When you went to this farm?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. I mean, you sat right on the saddle?
Mm-hmm.
Were you by yourself? You had someone sit with you?
Mm-hmm.
Did they know how to ride a horse?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could do it by yourself?
Not until I'm older.
Yeah, when you get older. Maybe when you're 16, you'll be able to do it by yourself, right? Horseback riding a couple times, and I find that horseback riding is really hard. Have you guys ever been horseback riding?
No.
Have you ever seen a horse up close?
Yeah.
Where?
When we went to pick up pumpkin, it was a little pony.
Oh, a little pony. It's a lot better than seeing a great big horse, isn't
Yep.
it? Where did you see it?
We went to pick up pumpkin and with my aunt, and I saw it there.
So you went to kind of a farm to pick
Yeah.
a pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
How big was your pumpkin?
Probably about
Show me with your arms.
my mom's pumpkin was almost as big as this chair,
No kidding.
and my pumpkin was only that big. It was big.
Could you carry it?
No.
You couldn't carry it yourself? Wow. It was fun?
Yeah.
Going and picking a pumpkin? How many of you went?
4.
Whose idea was it to do this?
My mom's.
Your mom's idea. Good
Mhm.
idea. It is fun to do, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you cut your own Christmas tree, too?
Yeah.
You do? Now, tell me about your Christmas tree.
Well, we go up north and we cut it down. My family and my friends
Mm-hmm.
go up and cut a tree down, and we like to go out to eat when we go there, and we go to the candy store and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So it's really fun to do a Christmas tree, right?
Yep.
'Cause what you do is you go out and you cut the tree, and then you eat, go to the candy store, and then
Go
put
home.
your tree on top of the car.
No, we have a truck.
Oh, you have a truck? So you throw it in the back of the truck,
Mhm.
and then come home.
Mhm.
They smell nice, don't they?
Yeah.
And do they get real big? Do you get real big trees?
Usually, it's not real big.
Usually it's not. Okay. I don't think I asked you your name, did I?
No.
No, we just started talking without knowing who you are. What's your name?
Sandra Robinson,
And how old are you?
6.5,
6.5? What grade?
first.
And you go to
Hazel.
Roosevelt
Yeah.
School, right?
Mhm.
And who's your teacher in first grade?
Mrs. Out.
Okay. And what do you like best in first grade?
Music,
Music? And who's your music teacher?
Mr. Dietrich.
And how often do you have music?
Every Thursday,
Every Thursday. For how long?
45 minutes.
45 minutes? And I was surprised that Mr. Dietrich is the one that recommended you to be a Hazel Hero, right?
Yeah.
And why did he do that?
Because I'm one of the best behaved in my class, in my music class, and I sing good, and that's it.
And what about your regular teacher? Do you behave well in there too?
Yes.
And do you get all your work done?
Yep.
Do you have homework?
No, but we do have stuff we go home and study, like flashcards and other stuff.
What are you learning on flashcards?
Words, sight words.
Sight words?
Yeah.
How many sight words do you have? Do you know?
On each page we have 10.
10? And how many pages have you done?
So far I'm on the third set.
Wow.
And I'm starting with the big stars.
Starting with the what?
Bigger stars.
The bigger stars?
Yep.
Meaning that there's probably harder words, right?
Because,
So now you have to know all those words, right? Remember them all.
again,
Where'd you get the watch?
it's Christmas.
Christmas. Pretty fancy. Matches your whole outfit, right?
Yep.
I mean, your pink watch, pink earrings, pink blouse, pink tights.
Yep.
Not bad. Clever. Who dressed you today?
I did.
Who picked out your clothes?
My mom.
Ah, okay.
Hi,
What's your name?
Rachel, come here.
Rachel.
Yeah.
And your last name?
Come here.
Camure?
Mhm.
And how old are you, Rachel?
7,
7. What grade does that make you?
2nd grade.
2nd grade. And who's your teacher?
Mrs. Cabro,
Mr. Calabro. Okay. And how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
3 years.
3 years? Preschool? Kindergarten?
And Mrs. Cabro.
Okay. So you're an old veteran at school, right?
Yeah.
You stay for lunch?
Yes,
What do you guys have for lunch usually in school?
tacos.
Tacos every day? You have tacos?
And sometimes we get pizza and chili and all that stuff.
Do you? What do you have certain things on certain days?
Yeah.
What's your very best food that you like to eat at school?
Pizza.
Pizza? Okay. What day is pizza day?
I don't know.
Okay, and you get choices of lunches too, right? You get
Right.
a choice of one kind of lunch or the other kind of lunch?
We have number 1, and that could be on each choice. And we have number 2.
Okay, tell me what the choices were today. I see you got a number 2 on your hand, which means that you're going to have number 2 lunch, right? Okay. Do you know what you had a choice of today? Can't remember? Okay.
No.
Do you know what you're going to have?
No,
You don't. This will be a surprise
Just
to
have
you.
milk. That's all I know.
You're going to have
Chocolate
milk for sure, right? Yeah, we don't let you have pop or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel Hero?
Because I do my work and I finish it off and I never talk to my neighbors.
Never?
No.
Ever?
Just
Never?
when we go outside.
Just when you go inside? I can't believe someone that can talk as well as you can ever talk. You never talk?
No.
Okay. I guess the thing that I remember reading about you is that you've decided something, haven't you?
Yes.
In terms of school. What did you decide?
I don't know.
You decided that you're going to do really well in school.
Yes.
And that you're going to do the very best you can.
Yes.
And since you've decided that, what's been happening to you?
Nothing.
You've been doing better in school, right?
Yes.
You've been getting better grades. You do all those kind of things. Because once you decide what you're going to do, if you decide it and you really believe it, then it happens, right?
Yes.
And I think your coming here today tells me that your teacher, Mrs. Calabro, believes that you've made a commitment that you're going to do well in school.
Yes.
And you are,
Yes.
right? Okay. And we're glad to have that kind of commitment made by students at the elementary level. If you do it, you'll do well, right? Thanks. This portion of our program, Superintendent Gibson and Community Coordinator Ann Bashinsky get a chance to give both certificates and a T-shirt to each of the Hazel's heroes. Also, the Dairy Queen at 9 Mile has donated a free sundae. I don't think they're open yet, but they'll be opening soon if the weather continues to be 60 degrees during the winter. So you can keep that and have a free sundae on them. Okay? Okay, Chief.
Okay, our first hero is Brian Watson of Clark School. Congratulations, Brian. Dennis Nichols from Leo Clark School. Dennis, congratulations. Trevor Dujardin from Hoover School. Congratulations. Jacob Chapman from Hoover School. Congratulations there. Kendra Messer from Henry Ford School. Congratulations. Pretty dressed, too. Si Yang from Henry Ford School. Congratulations. William Foskett Jr. from Edison School. Congratulations. Samuel Lamb from Edison School. Samuel, congratulations there, young man. Jennifer Fagan from Longfellow School. Jennifer, congratulations. Beth Ann Ray from Longfellow School. Congratulations, Beth. Lindsay Kearney from Longfellow School. Lindsay, congratulations. Lindsay Bailey from United Oak School. Congratulations there, Lindsay. Cassandra Robinson from Roosevelt School. Congratulations. And Rachel Kenmuir from Roosevelt School. Rachel?
Always nice to see those Hazel's heroes, isn't it? No, we never seem to run out of them. We always seem to have them. So you keep watching for Hazel's heroes. There's a lot of more.